Hey family, this is Shirley. How you doing? I know this is a late night video, and I was out tonight in LA, and some things came on my mind, my brothers and my sisters. And I know some of y'all gonna say, "Why are you up so early? Why are you up so late? When did you go live? I wasn't ready for it." But you gonna be ready for this video? You gonna be ready for this video? Now I want you to look at the title of this video. This video is called "B1." Be black first. This is a black video. This video we're gonna talk about black people. We're gonna talk about the issues of black people being able to speak our mind. Thank you guys so much for chiming in. My name is Shirley Husar, and you are watching Shirley's World. So let me get to the chase. Let me cut to the chase. I live in Los Angeles, California, and I got some issues. I got some issues with these folks in LA. Now, you may not be encountering this, but I got to pre-warn you. I live in a third world state where they got everybody and their mama. Shaniqua, Maria, Tortilla. We got the Chinese guy. We got the Armenian, the Belizean guy. We've got the Caribbean guy. We've got the Persian guy, the Saudi Arabian guy. We got everybody with their country first. Okay? And for some reason, if I get in a room or I see an ADOS or a foundational black person and we start talking black, come on now, black people, listen to me. I want to see some thumbs up. I want to hear what you think about this. I need to know if anybody is going through what I'm going through. What I'm tripping off of is if I want to talk for my people, if I want to say something for my people, and I'm talking about our issues, do you notice that Becky will turn her head? Do you notice that little Maria and the A, B, C, D, E, F people, G people, they will turn their head? And the little Brazilian guys, they will turn their head, and they will jump in your cookie jar. They jump into your cesspool. They sitting at your barbecue. And you don't even know these people. And then they will cut you off and correct you as if they are at the barbecue. Who invited Becky to the barbecue? Who invited Bob or Richard, little white Jewish boy, Richard, the little wise Jewish boy into my conversation? The problem in California, I don't know about the rest of the country, is the migration and the illegal immigration, and immigration people think they black. And everybody says this one thing, the people of color. What does that mean? What does it mean? Burning brass, tell me, my brother, tell me. The Democrats invited them. Yes, they did. Them Democrats invited these crazy ass people. We didn't want these people. We didn't claim these people, but they call themselves the people of color. What color they talking about? My white jacket? The POC, everybody but us. The POC. Beat by Blue said the POC, everybody but us. And the AFG, AFKD. Now, I want to tell you a couple stories. I ain't going to be on late because I need you to keep in mind. Many of you guys say, I'm awoke. It's time to wake up. I'm conscious. I'm black first. But are you really? Because my situation is this. These people will get all in your business. You will be talking about foundational black people, black jobs, situation where we are dispositioned by government. You might be talking about some kind of financial deal. And honey, that ears be going, say more? Next thing you look up little Becky or little Joanne, or the A, B, C, D, F, G people who be acting like they black women. X, Y, Z, Q, F, W, be acting like black women, will jump into your conversation. Girl, I know what you're talking about. Bitch. This is late night talk, by the way. So if you think you're going to get the morning Shirley, you ain't going to get that one. Bitch. Who invited you to the barbecue conversation I'm having with my brother and sisters right here? Ain't nobody invited you, you ABCDF person. They are feeling too comfortable. So if you say you black first, you need to say, excuse me, I don't know you. And you don't need to be in my conversation. You don't need to be in my conversation. Because what we're finding is that these people feel comfortable and they are making themselves say we are inclusive, we are minority, we are black. We ain't none of them things. Write that down. We are African American descendants of slaves. We are people who are suppressed and attacked and stepped over and utilized. And laws that were written for black people, these laws were written for black people, are manipulated to be for inclusive people. What the fuck does inclusive mean? What does that mean? It means nothing. So if you call yourself black first and you have let these people cut you off, and I have to admit, I'm guilty of that. I have let these people cut me off because I'm trying to be nice. But I'm finding I've got to control Shaniqua. I told y'all I got two people. You cross me on the wrong day. I'm from LA. Don't get it twisted because you see me conservative, because you see me Republican. You ain't going to step up on me. Nigga, you ain't going to step up on me. White man, charity man, Mexican man, Jose, Turok crew, whoever nigga you from. And you going to come in my space and start telling me about black people? I ain't going for it no more. Let me give you some examples. I'm going to just give you maybe 2 or 3, but I got 2 that are in my head. So I was in Studio City with my girl. Shout out the real Miss J. Jessie Miller. Shout out to you, who's on Instagram and who's on Facebook and who's representing big artists. You saw me with my boy. You saw me with my boy. She represents him. Little Flip. Shout out to Little Flip in Houston, Texas. And HT, okay? Anyway, we were talking in Studio City about the weed game. Now, for those who don't know, I do not smoke weed. I don't like how it smells. I don't like it on my clothes. And I can always tell people who smoke it who don't know they smell like weed. All you weed smoking niggas always saying, I smell? Okay, come on, let's get it real. You ain't got no nose left, but that's another conversation. Needless to say, we do believe in capitalism. And if our black people going to be smoking the weed, we should be the one to control that industry. Wouldn't anybody agree? Can you put some thumbs up on that? Don't y'all agree with that? So we're sitting there and she's explaining to me the system and the licensing and the merging of either you can sell, you can buy, you can grow, all these different ways that she says she's been trying, but she's having problems. Because the Jews and the Arabs are controlling that game. And all we are is what? Commodity. How many times have I said that? We are commodity and what? Consumers. That's what we do. We are commodity and consumers to these things that make people billions. But are we distributors? Are we owners? Are we LLCS corporations having OPM other people's money? Do we reinvest in our own businesses and our own industries even if we don't consume that product? No. But where do we get that product to? Who do we give it to? We give it to them. We give them the money. And is that generational wealth? So here's an industry that's becoming legalized. And at its foundational core, we are being shut out of an industry that more of our people use than anybody. Can I get some thumbs up on that to people? Come on. So we sitting there eating lunch, talking in our normal white black voice. Hey girl, how you doing? So tell me what's going on. What's the structure? What's the numbers? What is the problem that you're having? Well, Shirley, do you know anybody in Washington? Well, tell me your situation. So we're having a conversation, me and my girl Jessie and her guy next to him. 3 Negroes, 3 descendants of slaves, 3. We having a nice discussion. 3 of us. Yes, I broke a nail. 3 of us. And all of a sudden, Bob, the Jewish Bob guy, jumps in the conversation like he was always at the barbecue. Oh, well, that's not true. What about such and such and such? Is he talking to us? Because I didn't know you were in the conversation, Bob. I did not know. But I was not Shaquita. Shaquita was on shutdown. I had my good Becky wig on that day. And I was nice. But Shirley Nice ain't being around no more because I'm tired of these people. I've been very nice. I keep my nice, calm voice. Excuse me. Well, Bob, we feel such and such. Well, okay, well, I just don't think that's true. And then we turned our head and stopped talking. In the meantime, Bob plays on his phone. Bob starts to record and takes photos. Yes, honey, before he left that table, honey, he took the camera and tilted the camera. Click. And I went to the bathroom. She said, he took a photo of us. I said, oh, okay. See, they know you talking about what? Money. Generational wealth. You're invading on a product that their people are going to dominate in. Have I not done my videos and I've told you the Arabs and the Armenians own all the gas stations now? We used to have gas stations. The Chinese came out here and got all the cleaners. Black people used to have cleaners. The Vietnamese ladies, they do all your nails. We don't do nails no more. Every industry you can think of, one culture people dominate so they can do what? Generational wealth. What do? They don't have no gaps. They got twofold. They got generational wealth and they can go back to where they came from. They can go back to where they came from. We can't do that because we too busy fighting against each other. Well, I'm part of the AFA. I'm at ABC. I'm part of ADOS, EFG. Everybody part of a group but ain't part of execution. We have to be part of execution because if we ain't part of execution, we are failing. I'm sitting in my car. If we ain't part of execution, we are failing, but we don't want to be part of that. What we want to be part of is the drama that we do to each other. Back to the table. Honey, that man got in that conversation like it was yesterday. My advice to all y'all, wake up. Round two. I was at another restaurant in Pasadena with my sister. Now, this time, I think my voice was a little bit higher because I knew this whole Jewish family, Jew number 2, was sitting next to me. At that point, she knew I didn't give a fuck. And I said, these white people think I like them, but I don't. I think when they start listening, I talk crazy. And it's funny about if one of my white friends were there, they'd be saying, you need to stop. Because they know half the shit I'm lying, but I just want to piss somebody off because it just makes me feel good. It makes me feel good. Oh my God. Wait. Trisha said, I'm sleeping, drinking. I'm tired of sleepwalking. I'm tired too. Okay? Peace, sister. Art says, hi, if you would like to collect some. Okay? This is what I'm talking about. The only way you can talk is in the barbershop. You can't talk there either. Bernie Brass, you can't even find black people talking in the barbershop. Shh, don't say nothing about Trump. Shh, talk about Trump. Shh, don't say nothing about the Mexicans. They want to do, everybody want to be in our business. Okay, back to the Jewish people. At the table, hear me talk about commodities, good trades and service. They are not used to you using those terms. You supposed to be smoking weed and selling incense, nigga. You supposed to be on Section 8 and welfare. Your man's supposed to be incarcerated. You supposed to walk up in here toe up. You can't have your hair and your nails and your makeup and your lashes and then talk in the intellectual pattern with them. They're not expecting you to be that one step ahead. But I'm telling you, foundational people, you need to wake up. These people, they've always been copying and listening. So the whole time, then I said some crazy shit just to say something crazy because you know how it just kind of rolls off my tongue. And I knew he was listening to them Jewish family. He had his wife and his son. And then he laughed and his wife hit him in the shoulder. She said, well, that was funny what she said because the whole people were quiet. I'm trying to wake you up that people are listening to you talk. They don't, and then they want to interject in your conversation, but they ain't trying to help your people. They not cutting no checks. They ain't making no donation to Black America, foundational people. And black people are too busy fighting against each other and making fun of each other. Am I telling the truth? Is somebody going to tell me I'm lying? Come on now. This is getting old. Round 3, and I'm going to be last done with this one, but I'm going to tell you something else. I'm at the airport. Y'all know how I fly back and forth. I'm all over the place. I was flying back from Texas. I fly on Spirit because it's cheap. And I fly on a couple other airlines. But this particular day, it was this black man. He said, look, I'm going to go meet my kids. I've never been to L.A. I said, bro, check it out. Listen. Let me help you out. I want to pre-warn you. When you come to L.A., These are the things you need to be careful of. First of all, we down to 6%. You ain't gonna see that many black people. And most of these people are targeters. They might spit in your food or do something crazy, so be conscious. Be careful what you say, watch how you drive. I'm kind of giving them, 411, certain things to be abreast of. Everybody who working is Mexican. Everybody working in government is Mexican. All these Mexicans who think they can cook, but they ain't nothing but shorthand cook. Mexican people can't cook. Go ahead and talk about me. I don't care. My parents is from the South. I got Southern cooking people. Y'all don't use nothing but no hot sauce and tortillas. And all of a sudden now they're trying to make Italian food, Mexican. We got all these foreign people cooking food for us in California. Needless to say, I'm sharing some news with him. The Brazilian man on the corner wants to correct me. Stay conscious, Negro. They trying to steal our conversation. I went. That's how I looked at him. Because Shaniqua was in full force. Now you ain't got no Shirley. Because you done this to me, little people, 3 times. Where you come in my conversation, I was not talking to you. I was talking to this black man, not you. And I'm not going to say, well, but what would you like to say? I'm not even saying, but what I would like you to say. I said to him, I'm not talking to you. And then I ignored him and I said, anyway, don't trust nobody. These foreigners don't care about black people. We are being targeted, and be careful. This man again interjected, oh, no, she's lying. I looked at that man. Now he getting 102%. Shaniqua. I said, let me tell you something. Ain't nobody talking to you. We ain't talking. These are black people talking here. And then, I know my people, no, I don't give a fuck about your people. He was like, oh. I said, why do you think somebody cares about the Brazilian people? I don't even want to hear dissertation. Well, I'm for my people are there. I said, you're in America. Well, we're part of the foundation people. We create, we're the Ashes. Hold up. This country was founded by the colonists. I didn't even curse them out. I said, this is a colonist white country. White people run this country. And my people are commoditized good trades and services. You are the benefit of black American, of civil rights, and of a disposition nation of people that you came and stepped over here and got a check for and are able to come here because of a visa of a black man. So don't tell me a dissertation about your people or the original foundation people of this country when it was not founded or it does not rule its legislation under its laws. We don't operate under Ashes or any Brazilian country. We're not Brazilian, but my people, in first place, we ain't talking to you. This is a black, are you black? Then you need to be quiet and sit over there. That's how I talk to that grown man. I got word for you people. Y'all need to stay woke and keep your eyes and your spidey senses up. I've told you, you need to tap in. You black, right? You black? Oh, you got like 1% Negro, or you just like watching this Negro and you ain't black? Let me make it clear to you to make you look you right in the eye. Y'all need to wake up and be conscious. And understand and have a sense of peripheral vision that these people, all they want to do is jump in your cookie jar and tell you who, what, when, of what Negro you are. And you need to look at them and say, excuse me, I didn't invite you to the barbecue. I've had conversation with white people on Facebook. This is how I tell them. Oh, no. Instead of that, excuse me, this classroom today is about black people. If you want to talk about Brazilians, please leave the class, go down the hall to the right, turn left, and turn right, then turn left again, go down the back alley, and there's your building. Goodbye. And that is how I tell people now. So if I'm not like 120% Shaniqua, you know what I'm saying? All right, some of y'all out there saying, yes, wake up your people. You must be white. Wake up your people. Thank you, my white brother. You are a fire sign. Yeah, okay. Turn back like that, okay? Definitely black. Where are black people talking about in quiet groups? We don't have, sometimes you need to keep your stuff on the low. Sometimes you just need to have conversation with your own people. I get that privately. But now I'm at a point, I got to whisper in public. And I'm not going to speak loud like I'm speaking loud to you on this video, but I'm just talking about why can't I have a conversation? And I wasn't loud at this restaurant. It's just that I'm telling you, I'm tired of people jumping into our business. We cannot talk to one another. That's a problem. And you need to tell people, let me tell you something, you need to respect my time and my space. I was in another restaurant, I'm paying my bill, and this white guy didn't say, excuse me. Nobody says, excuse me, pardon me, I got to ask a question real quick. He just jumped in and said, look, I need something at my table. I got Shaniqua on him. Like the second I said, excuse me, do you see me standing here? Oh, I'm sorry, man. Then you sit there and be quiet. I don't care now. It's not because it's in my age. I'm just like, people are so rude and abrupt and in your business. And I say to myself, what is wrong with you people? But guess what? It's our people that have allowed these people to jump into our cookie jar, put their 12 cents on the table, and think it should have some type of validation. Okay, this person says, if you don't know what people mean by black, go look at the, okay, I know the brown bag series. I'm not talking about skin tone. I'm talking about conversations about applications of life and living. And we're talking about wealth and generational wealth and lineage wealth and gaps and how people are invading and intrusive upon our culture. And then how these people don't respect us. They're rude to us. I was in, the other day I was in Farmers Market, Caruso's project. And you guys know Beverly Hills, beautiful mall. This Armenian lady looked at me like this. With her Gucci purse and her Versace scarf. And I looked at her the same way. And she was going to do that the third time. I would say, honey, what are you looking at? You never seen a black queen? I know you're a little Armenian woman. Are you here legally? Do you have your Visa card? Good for you. Oh, Shirley, that's me. I'm going to tell you everything she was thinking in her head because black women have 6 cents. Somebody in the chat room know what I'm talking about. Honey, that's why some of these black men, some of y'all don't wake up. You need to respect the queens because a queen has discernment. We ain't got to say this. You think we loud, we full-figured, we got lips, tits, and ass. Honey, we have a spirit of discernment. I looked at that lady right back like, what is, but I know she was checking me out. Oh, she got a nice purse. She got shoes. I mean, she gonna see it. She was checking me out. And, you know, they're not used to seeing a put together sister. I don't know what their problem is, but I have to correct them when they think they come here and they want to give me a dissertation of their personal issue in their countries. We do not need to care about that. We are Americans first. We are black first. We're black first. And you need to understand this country was founded by colonists and black colonists. And if you think you're a descendant of slave and you don't identify that you have colonist blood in you, then you fail. Because you ain't gonna get no reparations. Reparations is not for all black people just because you look like me. Because a lot of you people are from countries that were under the colonists, the true colonists, which is Great Britain. You need to go to Great Britain for your reparations. But don't come here saying, oh, we all the same. We all need to hang together. Let's have a conversation. And then I've got to explain U.S. history to you. Go do your homework. Learn Special Order Number 15. Learn about Lincoln. Learn about the Emancipation. Learn about the 13th, 14th Amendment. Fast forward, you need to understand Jim Crow laws. You need to understand lynching laws. You need to understand when the Union pulled out of the South and abandoned, when the Republicans pulled out of the South and abandoned black people for 100 years. And then they're going to talk about the Democrats. You need to understand that the Democrats came from slavery and still a Dixiecrat and don't like niggas. Democrats are users. You're nothing but a commodity to a Democrat. That's why that black president didn't do nothing for your people. And by the way, for those who criticize me for talking about Christ in the last video, oh, you Christians, look, I talk about Christians too. I talk about half these ministries who pimp Jesus people. Because everybody is not of the nature of Christ. You guys don't understand the spirit of discernment and Christianity and understanding that we must yield to a spirit and to a higher being. You too caught up into yourself. And then when people see you, you need to radiate that energy of power. You should say nothing. You need to own and understand your own presence. Why do I have to tell you that? Because someone has beat you down mentally. You have subliminally been broken. as a nation of people. You have been subliminally broken by the federal government and you don't even know it. Black women have subliminally put in positions where they have to be the man and not the woman because the government has incarcerated our black men and made our women be the man. So now you got black lesbian women who hate black men and black men wearing more dresses, more cologne, and more perfume. And they are celebrating the division of the black family. Be black first, being in your family, not just you as a singular indivisible, the individual. An individual person is not going to make this war that we are in a movement like a piece on a chessboard. If you want to move as a nation of people, if you really want to make a difference in your life, in your community, as a mentor, you got to put the oxygen mask where? On yourself first. On yourself first. Learn about the Dixiecrats from Malcolm X's speeches. Yes, because Malcolm X made it clear, honey. He cut to the chase. Too many of us are just smiling and want to get along. Same thing with Black Hollywood. P. Diddy went up there to the Grammys talking about white people. You've been doing da-da-da-da. P. Diddy is a pimp. He been pimping all these artists. What artist just came out recently and told P. Diddy, look, bro, you won't even give me my masters. You ain't even letting me get paid on my own writings. These 1% black entertainers. Come on now. Monique been calling them out. Now the singers are calling them out. Look at my boy Jamal Finkley. Shout out to Jamal. Been in the game for how many years? 14 years. He been in this game for 14 years. And you know what they did to him? He said, let me show you what I don't show you because I edited out. I want to be nice. Fuck the niceness with black and Hollywood, entertainment, basketball, whatever. Because they don't do be first. They walk the carpet and they walk past the black people. And then the Grammys and all the rest of them, they put the black people who want to, we're trying to give you press for free to talk to our people for free. And you two elitists, you get there late and then you walk by with all your white handlers. Now let me get quiet on that one. You need to go watch some videos and watch some black people. Where are the black handlers in Hollywood? You think when Kobe died, he had black handlers? He had Latino handlers. That's Latino generational wealth. When those black people don't hire black people and all those handlers are white or Jewish or Mexican and they're not helping other B1 first people, what about B1 first people? Maybe they not the celebrity, they handlers. Don't disrespect the handlers, but you ain't got no black PR. You ain't got no black handlers. Excuse me, don't mess with so-and-so. What happened to that? You black wealthy, with the Will Smiths of the world and all the rest of these black people out there that aren't black first. But the black people, we don't call them out. And then they got the nerves to tell you white people need to help black people. No, nigga, you need to cut a check. Why should I cut a check? Because you got a bigger footprint on this planet than most of us. You got the bigger shoe. You got the bigger wallet. You will never be able to spend all that kind of money. Toby Bryant was worth $2 billion. Do you think that's coming to black people? Did he set up a foundation for black people? But no, we have to use these terms, people of color and minority, and we have to understand the brown people struggle. For what reason? They're not with you. Trayvon Martin died. I was in Leimert Park on the streets, protesting with everybody else. I was out there. It was a couple other people out there. Shout out to these wonderful people who were out there and many other people in different parts of the state, okay? We were out there. Jasmine, I couldn't think of it. Jasmine and I were out there. Arika was out there. I can't think of his name. I think he was out there. Another hip-hop artist, she was out there. We were out there in Leimert Park. Where were the Latinos? They wasn't there. Where were the Chinese people? When black people get shot, killed, targeted, marked like some kind of animal at some kind of corral. Like, ooh, today we're going to get this one. Where are these wealthy celebrities cutting checks for attorneys and lawsuits and creating foundational opportunities of protection? When these Jewish people, everybody that's rich can hire private security for their neighborhoods, but we can't do it for our own. Come on now. I'm tired of the illusion games. Y'all need to call these celebrities out. When you see them, get your phone and ask them a black one first question. What difference are you making in the black community other than telling us to buy your product and we are commodity good trades and service and consumers? We ain't nothing but cunts. That's what they think we are. Commodity trades, goods and service and consumers. It's all the same word. And until we wake up and realize other people are listening and they're stealing your intellectual property ID. You'll say, where'd she go? Where'd she go? Where'd she go?